So, when you first started going to the university, what were your expectations of how you were going to be treated as a woman?
Well, actually, I was not thinking that it would be gender bias because I thought it was open to all. So, gender in that aspect wasn't a problem. Yeah, because basically, maybe the environment-wise, they might be try to eradicate you or stop you from going to school because you got to an age that you should get married or something, because that's a belief they normally have. But if you get dedicated and know what you want, then I think you can get your dreams. That's what I believe, because each and every person should have your dream, and you should make sure that you get those dreams come true. So you should not be stopped from getting what you want.
But was it like that when you started the university then? If you expected to be treated equally to everybody else, was that what you got also?
Yes, exactly. In the university, everybody is treated equally. There is no discrimination, gender discrimination or anything. Everybody is treated equally here in the university.
Is that your experience also?
Yes, I think the university is the space where you can come and think that you'll be treated equally with your boy classmates or the guys, the men in the class. You just know that when I walk into the university, I'm not just any woman. I'm not just the woman now. I'm just a woman and he's just a man, and we can compete, and then whoever wins wins. And gender is not it does not have an impact. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, because that's the way we as Swedes also feel about equal rights. Has there been any point where you feel that there's hard to make your voices heard in class because the men are a little bit more used to talk and listen to each other?
Well, the course that I'm doing is kind of male dominated, in that there are not much females going into that course. So most of the times you will see that we will be 3 in number, like 3 females in number, and there will be a whole lot of guys in the class. But still, we have our voice, and we want to challenge the guys that what they can't do, we can do better. So we want to go beyond their imagination and just do amazing things in class. That's it.
For me personally, I don't think that's an issue, because more women are opting for law, and I think in my class we have a generally high number of women. It's not more men, more women. So, and generally, all my life I've been a forceful person. I've been a person that's always pushing to make my voice heard. So I've never felt like they were trying to shut me down in class by the men. And even if they want it, I won't allow it.
You're both very strong women. Do you think that that might be intimidating for some men?
For me personally, when I first, even till now, when I first said that I'm going to study law and I got the acceptance from the university, people tell me you would never get married. And the fact that I identify as a feminist isn't doing much to help. So, so I don't think it's, I don't know if it's intimidation or whatever it is, but generally men find it not comfortable with a woman. You're not, if you're a feminist, you're all sort of names attached against you. You're an Islamic, you're this, you're that. So we have those challenges, but it's not something that is unexpected. We know that it is something that is expected with the work that we do. So we prepare for it and just ignore it and keep doing what we do.
But are you afraid that you aren't going to get married, that the choice of going to university is also a choice away from marriage and children?
Well, right now, people are, I think Gambians in particular, are education oriented. In that I believe I have to be an independent woman, and nobody has to decide for me. So if you're coming into my life, you should accept everything that is with me. Everything I do, you should agree with. Not agree per se, but you should accept my choice. This is what I want, and this is what you should. If you want to love me with that, fine. If you don't, then go away. Yeah, but definitely I'll go for whatever I want, and nobody's gonna stop me. That's it. And you know, in this Gambian culture, they have this culture that a man's voice should be heard, whilst that shouldn't be. We all bringing the family together. So I believe we have to make decisions together. But if a man makes a decision in the house, then that's the final, which I don't agree to, because we are all human. And maybe your idea might be wrong and my idea might be right at some point. You have seen the drama that we acted, and certainly that was also showing an impact on the life that a woman can have. So your decision should be heard. But sometimes you see a man will come, this is what I want, and that is final. Okay, that's it. But thank God I was grown up in a family where my father always allows you to do whatever you want. Like, he allows you to take whatever decision you want and never chases you out of it. So that has also made me feel more confident about myself and who I am. Whatever decision I take is always final with him, because he believes in me. I am over 18 now, so I can take decisions for myself. Sure. Yeah, that's it. So I want no one can...
Did you also get support from your parents and your father?
Yes, my parents are very supportive. My father is very supportive with education. So even if he would struggle to pay, he say, whatever this is going to happen, I must pay. It's going to be difficult. We're going to miss out on this and that, but I will pay. So my parents are very supportive. But if I'm getting all that support, but what about all the other women in the community? That is what really matters. The life of one person is one person's life, but how can you use your life to impact other women? And if you're getting that support and you're getting your education and all those women cannot get it, then it says nothing. What would really mean good is when all the women can say, this is what I really want to do, and they can do it. Just like her, I want to be an independent woman. That is what I aspire to be. And if it means that there's going to be no man, then so be it. But I refuse to believe that all men are misogynist. I refuse to believe that.
We're not.
Exactly.
So what do you think of the future then? Do you think that there will be equality for women in the Gambia in the future?
I think the future is bright. With education, anything can be achieved. And I always say education is the best gift that you can give to any woman, to any child. Education is what the best gift that my parents give me. So if we can empower women through education, and now that more girls are going to school and staying in school and then going on to universities and having their careers, then it says a lot about the future. If we continue on in this path, then we would get to that journey, we will achieve gender equality. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or next tomorrow. All I know is that if we keep on working on it, one day, inshallah, we'll get there.
And is that your opinion too?
Yeah, exactly. Because we are all women, and we had the privilege to come here and being together here. So we can, and we would. What matters is we should work hard to make sure that we help our younger ones get to where we are, and make sure that women, in particular girls, are treated equally and not discriminated in the environment. So because sometimes you might have the talent and voice, but you don't have that education, or maybe that support, or sometimes I think it is better to go and sensitize these youth so that they can have courage of themselves, because they might have this inner feeling in them, but they don't have the opportunity to voice out what they have inside. So I think that is also important.
Yeah.
Well, I really thank you for this conversation that we had today. I feel very optimistic about the future now.
Yeah.
So it was very nice to be talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We were talking earlier about the prospect of being married. What if in the future you were married to a man, and then one day he came home and he said that, oh, great news, I'm getting a second wife. What do you think that you would say to that?
Well, honestly, I am from an extended family. Like, my dad got 2 wives. But from experience, it was the worst thing that could have ever happened, because there is always conflict, and even the step kids might be saying, like, for instance, if I'm in a university and the other child is not, so they will be looking at me as a threat. So I wouldn't prefer that happening. Because before getting into a relationship, I think conversations are very important, and figuring out things, what you want and what you don't want. Besides, if you know that this is what my man wants, then if you work on it, I don't think, but some men are also hard to satisfy, you know.
True.
So the thing is, you just work hard on it and make sure you find, because men will be like, I want this number of kids, I want this. You as a woman, you will also see if you want that. And if all your needs meet, then you can work on it. But if not, then he is not the only guy and you're not the only woman.
Right. And what's your view on this thing?
I'll just say pack your bags. The door's wide open, you can leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think polygamy has a very religious, it is religious, but for me personally, I believe in monogamy. Yeah, so even within religion, it allows you to choose between polygamy and monogamy. And as a woman, I'm monogamous. That's what I believe in, yeah.